development and industrialization in America. Transportation, communication, and technology played important roles in the improvement of American life. However, there were many flaws in particular areas, such as the production of food and drugs. Sanitation, inaccurate labeling, and dangerous drugs were huge problems in the food and drug industry. Muckrakers built up public awareness of safety issues by stemming bad food production procedures and increasing drug addiction from patient medicines. A famous muckraker, Samuel Hopkins Adams, wrote more than a dozen articles in his Great American Fraud series, a campaign to expose the reality of patent medicines. Upton Sinclair wrote The Jungle, a novel that focused on the terrible conditions the meat industry workers went through and the lack of sanitation of the meatpacking industries. The novel was an inspirational piece that kept the public's attention on the important issue of unsanitary meat processing plants and the danger of the lives of workers. Teddy Roosevelt was active in the involvement of changing unsanitary food practices, which led him to create the Meat Inspection Act of 1906, which then followed the Pure Food and Drug Act. According to this political cartoon, Uncle Sam is holding a tonic that claims it is a sure cure for all adulterations, fake foods, and quack remedies. The man of the tonic is Dr. Harvey Wiley, who is a so-called human catalyst and researcher of the harsh additives packed inside the food, such as borax, salicylic acid, and formaldehyde. The Pure Food and Drug Act was created in 1906 and was necessary to protect the lives of Americans and led to the FDA today. It forbade the sale, manufacture, or transportation of food and competent medicine containing harmful ingredients. The act also required manufacturers to write accurate labels on the food and drug products. Before the PFDA, many companies contributed to misbranded or adulterated foods, drinks, and drugs that contained thousands of questionable remedies. One of the worst patent medicine abuses was the addiction of babies given soothing syrups. These syrups would contain a variation of morphine, heroin, or opium to help stop crying. At this time, harmful and addicting drugs were legal with a prescription. At one point, the company Coca-Cola had put cocaine into their products to lower caffeine levels. If it wasn't for the Pure Food and Drug Act, Americans would be put in danger, putting hazardous substances in their body, getting told it was good for them. And if there weren't any laws to regulate any sanitary practices such as washing your hands and using hairnets, Americans would die of disease. This act was definitely necessary to protect the lives of Americans in the early 1900s and even our own lives today.